across the endless sea, I would die in ecstasy, but I'll be a bag of bones driving down the road alone.
My depression is like the pool of the ocean. There are days when the tide is low, I am at the shore and the water is at my knees. I'm one with the horizon and I can walk the shoreline freely. I can almost forget that emptiness and despair loom inside of me. My depression is the elephant in the room that exists only in my mind. It is large, quiet, and sneaky, like the ocean just before a storm. It's pulling. It's pulling. It's pulling. My depression is like the pool of the ocean. There are often days when the tide is high, I am at the shore, and the water is up to my chest. I have a fear of drowning, but depression doesn't give me a chance to catch my breath. I keep gripping my toes in the sand, but the waves keep surrounding me and trapping me in a whirlpool full of my own anxiety and PTSD. See, I was never taught how to maintain my sanity. I spent years polishing my hard exterior while the high waters of my depression continue to break all of the levees I spent years building up in my mind. How can I protect myself when the beast that lives inside doesn't hide in the bottom of the ocean but swims freely on my shorelines? Depression seems to be my body's natural coping mechanism for dealing with current obstacles in my life, new experiences, and past trauma. My trials and tribulations weigh heavy in my emotions as if my depression was passed down through my genes from all of the women in my family who have lived before me. It feels as if I'm still dealing with those demons from their past lives in this life. Every day I call on their strength to help me fight against the high tide of the ocean and its currents. Every day I call on their strength to help me fight. Because the water is up to my neck and it's pulling. It's pulling. It's pulling.
Day and night have begun to bleed together. Late nights and early mornings. Morning comes too soon. The call of the birds used to be a comforting sound of awakening. When did it turn into an alarm? The morning dew, once a refreshing sign, now slick hands grabbing at the soles of my feet. Slept through all of my alarms, yet somehow caught the final one because I couldn't ignore them any longer. I stare at the ground beneath me, waiting for the floor to rush up to my face or my feet to land firmly upon it. Wait, how long have I been in bed? It's suddenly 15 minutes until class, and I'm struggling to decide if it's worth it. If these dreams of mine are worth this. I stare in the mirror looking for a clue. Paint a smile on my face with my Ruby Woo MAC lipstick and go about my day. See, this smile is special, so it won't fade away. Please don't fade away. So I don't drink, I don't eat because I don't want this smile to fade. I see my friends laughing, living, and I think I can do it too. I try surprise when my smile cracks and I'm staring at its pieces in my hands. I excuse myself from the social activities to go reapply, wondering why it just won't stick anymore. Well, that's my cue to go back home. To my bed that stays the same, the comforter which rises over my head, wiping my lipstick away, enveloping me in a warmth that lulls me back to my childlike senses, a childlike state, where my problems will be solved by the grown-ups. But when I look in the mirror, that grown-up is me. Shaken and refusing to deal with my reality, so I turn my problems over to my dreams. Where everything makes sense, I don't sink, I swim. It's daybreak, the birds are calling once again. Alarm. Old friend. But I awake, faced with a new day. Will the floor rush up to my face? Will my feet land firmly upon it?